Okay, so what do we do if we encounter multiple errors in our trial balance? If you turn to page 239 in your textbook, there's a flowchart that will bring us through the whole process. So after applying the 4 quick tests, we'll be prompted to start the 5 sequence of balancing steps. This sequence is essentially working backwards from what we've done so far. Let's go through these 5 sequence of balancing steps. Step 1, you're going to go back and re-add your trial balance columns to make sure you didn't make a mistake there. Step 2, you're going to check the transfer of the account balances from the ledger. So you're going to make sure you didn't make a mistake when you were transferring the accounts from the ledger to the trial balance. And then you're going to re-add the accounts from the point of the previous balance. So double check that everything was a debit if it was supposed to be a debit and a credit if it was supposed to be a credit. For step 4, you're going to check your postings from the point of your balance. So you're going to go back and look for incorrect amounts, amounts that you maybe didn't post accidentally, amounts that were posted twice, or amounts that were posted possibly in the wrong column. So when you're going from your journal to your ledger, check and make sure that these were all posted correctly. And for the last step, you're going to go back to your journal and make sure that within every journal entry, the accounts balance. So make sure that every journal entry balances. So now looking at the flowchart on page 239 in your textbook, you can pause the video to turn to that page if you need to. What you're first going to do is take off your trial balance, right? Woohoo. So take off your trial balance, and if it doesn't balance, this is where we're going to start checking which error we made. So for the first part, we're going to apply the first quick steps, right? What were the 4 quick steps that we do? So go back to your previous PowerPoint to see what those 4 quick steps are. So hopefully what this means, if you get a yes, it does balance, that means you only had 1 error. So your trial balance balances and you're all good. If this isn't the case, then we have to go down and start performing the sequence, the balancing sequence. So we're going to work backwards, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to go through the 5 steps of the sequence up here. So we'll do step 1, and if it so we'll do step 1. If we find any errors, no, we'll go back up and we'll try step 2. If we found any errors, no, go back up. Step 3, and continue like this until you hopefully do find an error and you can make the correction. Once you've made this correction, you can go back up and check your trial balance. And if it doesn't balance again, you go through the flowchart again until you do finally have a trial balance that balances. In class, we're going to be doing a few examples together through some cases so you can really practice finding your errors, because nothing can be more frustrating than when you can't figure out where you made a mistake. So review this table because it's going to be important when we are going through the cases together in class. See you in class.